Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Today it is the second pauri from Jaitsari Mahalla Panjwa Var Saloka Naal. So there are two saloks associated with the pauri, and in today's sabad, we essentially confront a deeply visceral and psychological sabad, if you will, because the Guru is taking us back to our very origin, the mother's womb. And it is not depicted as a place of peaceful slumber. Quite the contrary, it is described as a crucible, a great fire of biological and psychological formation. The central question that is being asked is that if an innate, unconscious connection to the divine sustained us through the trauma of our own making, why do we abandon that connection? What happens? What change in condition comes about? So let's sit with the saloks first. Salok Rachant ji Rachana, Mat Garb Asthapan, Saas Saas Simrat Nanak, Maha Agan na Binasan, Mukh Tala पैर ऊपरे वसंदों को हथड़े थाए नानक सो धनी क्यों विसारियो उदर है जिस दे नाए. And the pauri, रक्त बिंद कर्म निम्या अग्न उदर मझारे उर्द मुख की चल बिकल नरक कोर गुबार हर सिमरत तू न जल है मन तन उर्धार बिखम थानो जिन रखया तिस तिल न विसार प्रभ बिसरत सुख कदे नाहे जस है जन्म हार. So Rachant ji Rachana Mat Garb Asthapanam, that's the first salok, the first line. So let's read the two saloks in a literal English rendering. The one who fashions beings, Rachant ji Rachana, the one who fashions beings, who also establishes creation in the mother's womb, Mat Garb Asthapanam. Nanak remembers that one with every breath. Saas saas simrant Nanak, and even the great fire could not destroy. Maha Agan na binasan, the great fire here is referring to the fire of desire, or the world we live in, Maya. In the second salok, face down and feet up, mukh tala, pair upare, upside down. This is the fetus position that he's referring to, residing in a confined, cramped place. Vasando kuhatare thai. Says Nanak, how did we come to forget that sustainer? So dhani kyun visaro? By whose wisdom, Naam, we were protected even in the womb. So essentially, Guruji is beginning at the point where life had no agency of its own. It was being formed in the womb, confined, vulnerable, completely dependent, yet sustained without effort. There was a natural alignment. If you remember, we talked about Puranta, that this being is whole. Everything is happening inside of it. So it is obvious that everything is not managed outside of it. So the support was present at the very beginning, when nothing was in your control, no agency. What has changed? What has changed is not the source, but our perception. As life unfolds, a sense of control emerges, the ego, and with it, the sense of separation. The memory of being fades, replaced by the belief that we are carrying ourselves. That is really the forgetfulness. And then the Pauri emphasizes that point. It says, from a drop of blood, rakat bind, one is formed, kar nimya, within the heart of the womb, agan udar majhar, upside down, unclean and distressed, urad mukh, kuchil bikal, in a dark and confined state, naraka ghor gubar. But through that remembrance, through that connection, you were not consumed. Tu na jale. And this is also instruction to us. By remembering the divine, you will protect yourself from the vicissitudes of life. So the one who protected you in that place, Bikhamatane Jin Rakhya, this Dil na Visar, do not allow that one to escape your remembrance, which means be forever aware, live in awareness. So the Pauri is intensifying what the Saloks began. It brings things into sharper relief. And it's saying this is not symbolic, this is a lived reality. Hold on to it. So you were carried when you had no control. Remembering that will change your life. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.